to this update. Let's see first the world recap, some things that are happening. So we have 2 days, some thunderstorm and rain advisories in parts of Germany and some warnings in southern Germany for the heavy rain. Thunderstorm advisories in some countries of the Balkans, but not much the Balkans, more like Slovakia, Poland, further north. Some thunderstorm and wildfire advisories in Latvia and Estonia. In Finland, some wildfire dangers too. In Sweden and Norway, some rain and thunderstorm advisories in some areas. And tomorrow, we still have the warnings in southern Germany. And then in Greece and Bulgaria, some thunderstorm advisories tomorrow. In Italy, southern France as well. In Ireland, we have some... Wait, let's see. Some blight advisors. Conditions are conducted to the spread of potato blight, expected to develop on Sunday, so be aware too. So let's see the rest of the world. We have heat wave alerts for Egypt there, some heat advisories parts of Israel too. So let's see. Rain advisories in southern Algeria and some thunderstorm advisories in Nigeria until tomorrow. In southern Africa, we had some dry and cold windy weather advisories, but I think it's gone now. We'll take a look. In Russia and Kazakhstan, we always have that bunch of warnings: rain, snow, thunderstorm in Kazakhstan, some wildfire advice in Kazakhstan, wind, so much warnings there always. So let's see here. In China, we always have a bunch of warnings too for thunderstorm, rain, a bunch of stuff. We will check the forecast in a second. Southern India, some rain advisories, some heat advisories in northern India, and in Brazil, some rain advisories in areas, and some low humidity advisories too, and some cold and frost advisories parts of the south and the south central. So we have some wind advisories for parts of the coast of Australia, the Solomon Islands, and some rain advisories in southeastern Australia. And let's show you the rainfall now, so you understand. Next 5 days, let's see the hotspots. In southeastern Australia there, a lot of rain expected in some areas. Parts of the Vanuatu there, lots of rain in the next 5 days. Most of this will be like between the next 24 hours and 5 days and 3 days, because yeah. So let's see. It's a lot of rain in other parts of Oceania too, in these other islands here, so be aware in the next 5 days and more. In Southeastern Asia there, Myanmar, Thailand, southern China, southeastern China, Taiwan, still a lot of rain in those areas. And let's see, even an area in like north central Japan there shows a lot of rain in that area too. In Europe, still in southern Germany, mainly in the next 24 hours and 3 days. In Eastern Europe too, in other areas. And in the tropics here we have North and South America, a lot of tropical rains is still happening. The Caribbean, many rains in many areas, expected in the next 5 days. Central America, Guatemala, mainly in the Pacific. In the central US too, a lot, and more in other parts of Canada there in the US. In the tropics of Indonesia, Papua New Guinea, tropical parts of Africa too, a lot of rain, some scattered in northern Africa, and it even shows more rain for South Africa now, between yeah, in the next 5 days in some areas. Not a lot, but that there can be more in some areas. So be aware. Now let's see some tropics things. So today is the first day of the Atlantic hurricane season. There's nothing there yet, but in the Eastern Pacific, we have this area of invest. South of the coast of southern Mexico, an elongated area of low pressure, located a few hundred miles southwest the coast of Tampa West, continues to produce disorganized showers and thunderstorms. 10% chance of development only. So the global outlook has some probabilities of tropical cyclone formation, parts of the Eastern Pacific, Caribbean, and the South China Sea there, and the Bay of Bengal and other areas. So let's see the models for the Eastern Pacific. They have the moisture there, but the GFS is picking up on like June 8th, a cyclone forming there and striking Mexico, maybe as a disturbance or a depression, not anything strong. Let's see the Euro here. So it has the moisture there and everything picks up, maybe a low pressure or two, but it doesn't form any cyclone yet. The weather, we have an enhanced risk today, parts of from the Texas Panhandle to Kansas. Tornado. Wait, there's also a marginal in parts of Utah, northern Utah, and from another marginal from South Dakota to southern Kentucky, as light in two areas. So one from Nebraska to Texas, another in southeast Texas and Louisiana. So tornado is 2% in 4 areas. So southeast Texas, parts of the mid-south there in parts of from Oklahoma Panhandle to Nebraska, and parts of southeastern New Mexico and Texas. Wind is 30% hatched there in the enhanced risk, 5% in northern Utah, and 5% in the marginal risk areas, 15% in those other areas. And hail is 15% and 5% hatched in 2 areas there. And there can be some storms in northern Mexico too, so be aware. And scarce severe thunderstorms, including a few supercells, are expected to develop across central and southern high plains region, including portions of the Big Bend, Texas, this afternoon. These activities should evolve into organized clusters while spreading to the adjacent Great Plains later in the evening. Severe wind and hail, perhaps a couple of brief tornadoes are expected. So be careful. Day 3, there's just a marginal from northeastern Texas Panhandle to southwestern Kentucky, and 5% probabilistic. So isolated strong severe thunderstorms are possible from western northern Oklahoma into Kansas, northern Missouri, and northern Arkansas on Monday. So day 4 through 8, there's nothing yet. So here's the HER for today only, because it doesn't go further. We have the storms in the southeast and the south, parts of Texas, Louisiana, and more storms firing in West Texas and northern Mexico, and some more storms in northern Texas and the Oklahoma Panhandle and Kansas there, in southeastern New Mexico. So be aware. This is the map for today, tomorrow, and after tomorrow. So quantitative precipitation, days 1 through 7. Excessive rains, a moderate risk today, parts of southern Alabama, the Florida Panhandle. There's also 2 slights and a marginal. So day 2 is a slight and 2 marginals. Day 3, 3 marginals. Day 4, big marginal. Day 5, another marginal. So be aware and stay safe. For South America, I want to show some temperatures here because it's still cold in southern Brazil and Argentina and other areas. It shows some warmer anomalies coming in southern Brazil and Paraguay and other areas, and maybe another cold anomaly by June 3rd in Argentina and Uruguay there in other areas. But later shows a warm-up coming, very warm anomalies in northern Argentina, southern Brazil and Uruguay there. Very warm anomalies in those areas until like June 17th and more. So we'll see how it goes there. But meanwhile, we still have some cold temperatures at night in southern Brazil there, in southeastern Brazil in some areas, in parts of central Argentina there, in southern Argentina like 0, -1 in some areas, especially at night. But in Buenos Aires and the other areas, it's better. It's like 10, 8, and 12. It's better there. So let's just see some things that I forgot to show you before. So we have some snow and wind advisories in in Iceland there. In Iceland, some wind and snow advisories there. And let's see the severe weather once again, because now they added an enhanced risk for day 2 just in this time period now. So let's see the update. A big 2% tornado threat, damaging wind 30% hatched, and hail hatched in in Texas there, and the other 15%. So they added that slight risk in Texas there too for tomorrow. So let's see. Severe thunderstorms producing severe gusts, some greater than 75 miles per hour, possible parts of Nebraska, northern Kansas, Sunday afternoon to evening. Additional severe storms producing strong gusts, large hail are possible in the broader central northern plains vicinity. Very large hail and baseball size also possible parts of West Texas. So be aware there, and thanks